Hello everyone, this is ScapCat242 and here's my review on the Street Fighter 2 Cammy action figure made by Jada Toys. So as I'm getting into this Street Fighter line, definitely looking forward to reviewing these figures and hopefully we'll be making more characters on the way. So I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this line so far, and I think they did a good job in the representation of Cammy's appearance from the video game. And actually we'll compare this figure to the Figuarts Cammy, which is actually different, but it shares similarities. So as for Cammy herself, I think she looks pretty good. Good face sculpt for the most part. The paint apps look pretty clean, nothing sloppy. So I guess we'll go into articulation. So head on a ball joint. And actually the hair does has some posability, so you can move it around. So if you wanted to have her in like an action pose, like she's kicking or in midair, you can do that. Or just have her hair just resting, you can just turn it like that. So that was pretty simple little trick they did, but I think it works. So we have a ball joint in the shoulders, get that movement. Looks like we have double joints in the arms, so that's great. Take note, Hasbro. So we got wrist articulation, and there's a hinge. So there is upper waist articulation right there, and then there's a interesting ab crunch, which I'm not used to. It's very different. Then we got ball joints, the legs, thigh swivel, double joints in the legs, which is nice. And surprisingly, there was a boot cut. I was not expecting that. And then, of course, ankle articulation. So yeah, overall, figure is pretty posable. So that's great, because I remember Cammy was a very acrobatic fighter. So just gonna have her pose like this, and let's go into accessories. So she comes with another set of hands, either for blocking or for handstands, and those easily can be plugged in to her arms. She comes with the alternate head where she's screaming. I'll demonstrate how that looks. And then she comes with her spinning drill effect. I think that's what that move was called. It's been a while since I played it. So I guess we'll go into the alternate head. So we'll just pop this off easily. Yeah, so there she go. She's screaming at you now. And let's just take a look at the hand. So just pop that off. I probably would recommend doing it not too often. I'm just afraid over time the wear could break on those, but once you get a pose or display, yeah. So, and then for the accessory effect, so I believe that just goes into the foot right there. So she's doing that move. So yeah, looks pretty nice. So good amount of accessories, not too much, but it makes sense for the character. And so main reason why I wanted to do this review is to compare her to the Figuarts Cammy, because as I'm doing this review, I'm going to sell off the other figure because it's just, I don't know, didn't really like it that much. But the Jada Toys Cammy I'm definitely going to keep. So let's bring on the Figuarts Cammy. So the Figuarts Cammy is more based from Street Fighter 5, or was it 4? I can't remember, but it's a good figure. It's just not the classic Cammy, because as you can tell, the Figuarts Cammy is missing the paint on the legs. She's got gear on, and like I said, it's not a bad figure. It's just not what I was hoping, because the only reason why I got that figure was to just have a Cammy figure, because I never picked up the Soda Street Fighter figures, and those were very hard to find. But like, it's not a bad figure. Just, it's nice, but I don't know. I feel like Jada definitely nailed the look from the arcade game. But like I said, it just based upon preferences. I just prefer the Jada Toys one more. Oh, and like I said, as we're comparing things, I guess we'll compare accessories. So this was the Jada Toys accessory for the spinning drill effect. And then this was the Figuarts one. Kind of looks like dried pasta. I don't know why, but... And it's really pointy, so... Yeah, this was much more manageable. And one interesting thing, too, the hair is very similar to the Jada Toys one. I think the braids were a little longer on the Figuarts one, but except the hair are I think there's a hinge on there. But yeah, I think it's not a bad figure, but I'm okay with letting this one go and keeping the Jada Toys one. And so let's compare her to the other figures in this line. Let's have her stand next to Bison, who's a very hulking character, and next to Ryu. So yeah, I think they did a good job in the size comparisons. Like, she's very small, but she's still very muscular at the same time. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking up more figures on the way. Unfortunately, did not get Chun-Li. She was sold out, but I'm hoping there will be a restock. But I'm definitely going to go more in on this line as it continues. So yeah, that's my review on the Cammy figure from the Street Fighter line. And what do you think was better, this one or the Figuarts version? So yeah, leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.